So now we move to the next case. This is 17 years old female patient. She is the 12th art pursuing. Father expired when patient was 6 years old. Mother is a 45 years vegetable vendor. She has two younger brothers and all the sisters too got married. And she is the second sister is pursuing TY arts. Patient has got the aspects of the Reynolds phenomena. The whole complaint started since 5 to 6 months on the finger of bilateral hand except thumb and little finger. It started from right to left, the index finger, the right middle and the ring finger, and the left middle and ring finger currently on the index finger. Inflammation and blueness, pain, pulsating, ulcer formation, sleep disturbed due to pain, cyanosis, severe pain, dryness of mucous membrane. On examinations, red eruptions on the face. She has anticipatory anxiety. The complaint got aggravated in winter, night jerk. Immediately after getting hands wet in cold water, cold air, aggravation rest and better by movement. Peripheral pulsations are normal. She is on ecosprin, Nicardia, HCQ and Defcot. Investigations is ANA is 1:640. That confirms the diagnosis. C3 64.7. Reynolds phenomena secondary to underlying autoimmune disease is the diagnosis. She has associated complaint of thyroid glands, which is painful, and she is on Thyronorm 100 micrograms. She complained of hair fall, reduced appetite with painful degglutination. Now no complaint, and there are no other clinical things. The diagnosis is hypothyroid. Now you can see the finger. This is the tip of the finger badly affected, the early gangrene formation. She is a short stature female with dark complexion, with the profuse perspiration, with partial face, mainly forehead and lips. She cannot tolerate hunger and she gets vertigo. Got menstruation at 15 years of age with the 30 days cycle, with the 4 pads per day, color is dark red and 4 to 5 hours of sleep, which is refreshing. Cannot tolerate summer. Fan full, winter slow, covering summer thin bedsheet, winter and rainy blanket. The summer intolerance is more because of the current humidity. Otherwise, she feels very cold. She wants woolen. She wants thick bedsheet in a winter and even want bedsheet in a summer. With good ventilation, and she wants woolen, and bath she wants hot water all the seasons. Father had a myocardial infarction and alcoholic, had a sudden death, and there is no other significant past history. Febrile 80 per minute, respiratory 20. All her other things are normal and peripheral pulsations are present. Her hands and feet are cold to touch. Rest all things are normal. There is no swelling in thyroid, in neck, no tenderness. Our index finger scar of old ulcer, wasting of pulp, right middle finger ulcer, tenderness 4 mm to 6 mm, open wound, clean base, irregular margin. You can see the investigation of ANA, C3 value, the ANA and all other immunological studies with her other investigations with the TSH 90.81. So this is all talking about the gland and the blood vessels with autoimmunity as a process. She is very calm and mild in talking, and she thinks before answering. It is only in talking. Stays in a nuclear family. Father was alcoholic, died due to MI. Mother sells flour, only earning member. Mother is the only earning member and who took care of these children. And she is working since father's death. She failed in 10th standard as she didn't study well. After that, patient used to say that everyone got ahead of her, her sensitivity, so she didn't go to school. She appeared from outside, and she is now in 12th standard. She has developed anxiety since she failed, and whenever she appears for exam, she feels that what will happen, the anticipation, and she will, whether she will be able to write or whether the paper will go good. While appearing in 11th standard exam, she used to write a lot so that she doesn't fail, and since then pain in finger have started. So it was a background of failure, background of feeling disgust, and also having a feeling that people have gone ahead and what will happen, and she was not able to bear that failure. So she is working double hard to get out of that state so that she doesn't fail. And since because of these stresses the pain has reappeared in the fingers, and she is diagnosed with Raynaud's phenomena. She was being very young when father died. She doesn't remember her feeling when he passed away, but father's topic brings tears in her eyes, as she was controlling it and not allowing her tears to flow down. Beyond that, she did not share anything while she was crying, took a long pause, but she did not share. So she's quite reserved by nature. She doesn't share her feelings with anyone. The impact of father's absence, that since mother had worked hard and supported, so it is not that much. Patient becomes stressed when her sibling fights. She feels what if they will hurt each other. Whenever she is stressed, her pain increases, and then she feels like cutting the hands off. Now look at the emotions, the level of which she is expressing, wants to cut off the hand. With the friends, she has very few friends. If the friends don't give a book what she wanted, she feels like breaking head of the friend, but she has never done. So again, the thought, violent thought. At home, she gets irritable, and when someone shouts at her about matters she has not done, in anger, violent, she breaks things in anger at home. So, with the friends, there is a thought of violence. With her own suffering, she wants to cut the part, and at home, she breaks the things. She doesn't talk much, she just sit in a corner. She cries with the pain, especially at night. Previously, she used to do household work, but now because of disease, she is not doing it. And because of disease, she is not able to write it. So she is worried about her exams also. So, how do we understand this totality? Now, we have a girl who is deprived of care in the early childhood because of father's demise, and an insecure lady where mother supported. She could not study further, and since she was not interested in study, somehow she appeared for the exam and she failed, and that had a bad impact on her, and she did not join again the college since she thought that all her classmates have gone ahead. So she appeared privately, and with the fear of failing in exam and anticipation, she started writing too much, and all that stress got translated into pain in finger, and gradually she was diagnosed as a Raynaud's phenomena. So all her subconscious mind as well as stresses led to this phenomena. So this is one part of it. And then when we look at the physical complaints, the tip of the finger, the autoimmunity, and the type of pain, the severe pain, and the blood vessels involvement with the Raynaud's phenomena, the totality required all these things. So you have blood vessels and finger, the sensation of the pain is burning tight, shock of failing in exam, anxiety and night, onset was sudden, fast paced, progressive, ischemia, obstruction, ulceration and spasm as a pathology. So onset sudden, fast paced, progressive, ischemia, obstruction, ulceration, spasm as a pathology. She also has very violent dreams. So from all this perspective, the very chilly patient, the Hipparself was chosen. So you can see nerves and connective tissue as a basic pathology and a gland. Then you have the draft sensitivity, least touch, uncovering aggravation, better by heat. So chilly and oversensitive patient, bad temper, touchy mentally and physically to pain, hasty, violent, irritable patient who is oversensitive to cold, to pain with profuse secretions, and sore, sticking like sharp splinter. Every hurt festers. So, from all these perspectives and her temperament as a differentiating point with the chilly patient, then you have goiter also as a presenting things in the case. So, we choose Hiparsulf as a remedy. Irritability with pain, irritability with desire to break things, remaining aloof was our mental state with the local symptoms. Inability to write and hold things with because of ulcer formation, desire to move finger with the pain and all others. So the case started on 24th October. 31st October, the size have started gradually reducing, and by 28th November, that is 1.5 months after, the ulcers have completely healed, the gangrenous part has gone, and she was able to write the exam completely, and she has passed her 12th standard with flying colors. She has been asked to stop the thyronorm and the follow up with the physician.